Hi, everybody. Alright, I wanted to bring you something good today. All this talk about asteroids and everything last couple of years. I know they haven't done the grand finale on the asteroid situation yet, and that's still probably in the future. And of course, I'm relating back to the agenda where they said they were going to do the war on terror and the caves, and then they were going to do an asteroid that had to be destroyed before it hit Earth, and then they said if anything else fails to push the NWO plan, they were going to do a mock alien invasion. That hasn't happened yet. So we're 1 for 3 here, folks. And Europe asks Russia to build space nukes. These would be probably intercontinental ballistic missiles. I'm not familiar with what type of rockets Russia has that could do this, but basically the idea would be to build something, and these, unfortunately, folks, if you consider what these would be like, these wouldn't be small nukes, folks. These would be big nukes. If this thing blows up in the atmosphere like so many of the Apollo missions and various others, these could potentially be planet killers, folks. That's what nobody understands about this. You're not going to send a nuke like you would for Hiroshima or Nagasaki. You're going to send something that would be like 100 plus, those. Because even in space, folks, we don't get dimensions right. We never do. Now, you can have a setup where you have 3 or 4 main groups of nukes and only 3 of them go off, or only 2 of the 4 go off. But these would actually have to be big nuclear piles that are being hurled into asteroids, folks. I mean, these would easily be continent killers. The idea that you're going to send a rocket up, or missile for that matter, into space to join with an asteroid coming at us is almost impossible mathematically to do with one. So they would probably have to send 20. I would say 10. On at least 3 or 4 different paths. And they would have to do this far from the Earth. I would say 100,000 miles out. I mean, they would literally have to do this before it reaches anywhere near where the moon is. So the idea that we would actually be able to prep for something like this before it reaches, say, where the moon is, would be amazing. Because we would actually have to intercept it almost a month in advance. So we would have to find it within about 4 months, prep a month, and then shoot these 10 nuclear missiles into orbit, into space, to deal with this asteroid. I don't care if I say we as in Russia and we as in the United States. I guarantee every country around the world, folks, already has these stockpiled. They've had these ideas, they've tested them. I guarantee you we're already safe, and they've already blown asteroids on collision course out. Hang on, that's my kitty. She's going crazy. That's my kitty. She's going crazy. I got the door closed. She wanted out, so I went and I opened the door. Anyways, folks. So the idea that we're basically going to get one of these right is almost astronomical. That's why I think they've already done it. They've already gone and have all the math worked out, have all the space programs worked out to where these things actually work. Because just to wing it and now say that Europe needs Russia is astronomically insane. But Europeans ask Russia to develop nuclear weapons. Astrowatch.net. tasked Russian scientists to develop an asteroid deflection system on the basis of nuclear explosion in space. The Roscosmos Central Machining Building Research Institute told TASS on Saturday, under the EU 7th Framework Program on Development and Scientific Research and Technologies between 2012 and 2015, was carried out the NeoShield project on research of all means influential hazardous objects. And you can read this. Basically, it was done under the Russian Academy of Sciences. And basically the idea was presently using nuclear explosions in space are banned to prevent a collision. So these guys got to go back to the drawing boards to actually do this. So you guys get the idea. Thank you.